Hey guys, my name is Jordan Arell, and I'm making my daily video about circumcision today as I do every day. And today I just want to talk about how fucking awesome and lucky we are to live in the 21st century in 2018, the first time in history that foreskin regeneration is really gonna at least looking like it's going to become possible. We can't be 100% sure. I try to be as honest as I can about everything that I talk about. And the fact is, we don't know. There could be some obstacle that we don't see. This is a little bit more novel than anything we've done before. As I understand, we have evidence that nerves can regrow and repair themselves and work very well, 100%. However, the foreskin is a little bit more difficult than anything else we've done because it's, more innervated. It has the most nerve endings of any part of the male body. And so there's a little bit of a challenge there. But other than that, it's skin tissue and muscleized skin tissue, and it should be completely doable. If not this year or next year, it should be definitely doable within the next 10 years. Regenerative medicine is one of the most fast-growing fields right now. It's exciting as shit that it's happening, and I, for one, am just really happy to be alive right now versus any time in the past, however many 10,000, 100,000 years circumcision's been going on, that we couldn't do anything about it. Someone cut off part of your dick and you were stuck with it. Now we can really actually probably very soon regrow it, and we can be a part of that. We're at the stage right now where it's absolutely critical for Foregen to have all the support that it can get. That's why I'm the podcast host, not because I'm particularly good at talking. I basically learned to do all this shit just so that I could do the podcast hosting, so that I could talk on this issue, and that's why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm a rideshare driver and talking to people all day, so that I can practice my speaking skills, so that I can help promote this organization, so that I can get my foreskin back and help all guys get their foreskins back. Because this is the human rights issue of the 21st century. Make no mistake about it. It's underrated still. It's underrated more than any other issue that I know of at the time, possibly in all of history, because it's genital mutilation, and it's happening to hundreds of millions of men, like something like 600 million men, or a billion men, something around there, like worldwide, and it's totally unrecognized that we are losing all of these nerve endings, that we're losing all of these sexual functions. And very soon people are going to recognize it. There's a lot of work being done around this right now, and as well as I think we may be on the verge of shifting attitudes towards men. We'll see how that goes, but in any case, it's clear that this is damaging, and men are more and more wanting their penis back. They want their whole fucking body. They want to feel all the sexual pleasure that nature designed them to be able to have. So what's really cool is regenerative medicine, is really just arising in the past 30 years or so. 30, maybe 40. I'm going to do a podcast with Eric Cunningham very soon to explain more about this and why we really believe it's possible. It's just like so gratifying to know that if I go out and raise a few $1,000,000, like, I could single-handedly make this happen, and I can. There's people who do that all day, every day. Like, there's so many people out there who are millionaires or billionaires that are completely and totally self-made. It's just how hard are you willing to work, and how smart are you able to work. Anyone can do this. Literally, if Foregen died tomorrow, I could create the same thing within a few years, especially since regenerative medicine is continuously advancing and advancing really fast. We're generating more and more body parts, and very soon, I think, it's just inevitability that this is going to happen. Like, eventually we'll regenerate all of the body parts that there are, Eric Cunningham is working on heart stuff, which is definitely way more complicated than a foreskin. Wake Forest Institute of Regenerative Medicine is working on erectile tissue and kind of the rest of the penis. They've already regenerated whole rabbit penises that worked in the laboratory. Like, this is so possible. Like, it's not even funny. It's stupid that it actually hasn't happened already, because it really shouldn't be that difficult to do. But again, it's the money. It's where is that funding coming from that we can put in, if it's $1 million or $2 or $4 or $5 or $100 million. I'm not 100% sure, but it's at least a few million, if not more. And we need to throw everything we have into this. That's one of the main messages I have for anyone who's really cares about this issue. You can help all the men who are missing that body part. Yeah, we should stop doing it to children, because that physical pain of the procedure is traumatic and potentially changes them for life. We need to do more studies on that to really understand that, but it's likely that that damages them in a deep way. But, more so, a lot of men who are circumcised as adults are still pretty happy, are still pretty normal, good people, but they don't have their foreskins, and they're really, really upset about that. That number's growing really quickly, and rightfully so. They're missing so much of their pleasure. They're missing so much sexual function. And so very soon, all of those men, if we don't fund it now, they'll fund it. But why not do it now? Why not give everything we have to this and invest in it? Because it's also a huge financial opportunity, by the way. If you invest $1,000 or $10,000 in this, and in the future there are 100 million men or a couple hundred million men who want the procedure, who are each willing to pay $10,000, maybe, I don't know, make $1,000 profit per procedure or something like that. Like, that's a huge amount of money that's going to be generated by this. And all of that goes back to the people who are the original investors, the people who put their money into it. And so, however you can invest in Foregen, however that's going to come out in the next few months, I would suggest doing as much as you can, even just from a purely financial perspective. But way more importantly, because you want your foreskin back, because we all want to have our whole bodies. We all want everybody to be able to experience sex as nature intended it, and really feel how good it feels to have all those nerve endings, to have all of that function. Because everybody deserves that. Everybody really should get to keep the whole body they were born with. It comes back to this basic, stupidly simple fact that no one should ever have their genitals mutilated or amputated without their permission. But hey, it's already done to a lot of people, and now it's time to fund that solution. So yeah, really happy that we have that opportunity to fund it, that Enzo Aiello created this company, that Eric Klopper has promoted it, and that now there's so many more people working on it day in and day out, so many amazing people, and it's going through a big transformation right now. Going to look a lot different in a lot of good ways. And yeah, really excited for the stuff that's going to launch in the next few months, because I think this will be funded, perhaps even overfunded in the next year or two. So I definitely suggest getting in on that and helping out in any way you can. Please, if you have any experience, especially in marketing or advertising or any other skills that are especially relevant to us right now, website designers, we're still need help from those volunteers. If you want to offer any other skill that you think might be helpful to us, by all means, contact us. You can even email me directly if you like, jordan@foregen.org. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm really happy to share this video with you, and Yeah, talk with you more tomorrow.